Let's take a look at these 3 pieces of crochet. They have all been made more or less the same way. They are all double crochets crocheted back and forth. Double crochet using American terms, and it's treble in British crochet terms. But when we look at them more closely, this one has very even side edges. And this one has holes. And this one is not nice around the edges, sort of goes in and out. The difference between how these have been made is very small, but it makes such a big difference, and the difference comes from the way how you finish and start a new row. Let's see more in detail what causes the problems and how you can get straight edges every time. I'm now continuing to work on this one with the even edges. So I'm going towards the end of the row. To get the even edge, you need to do something both at the end of a row and in the beginning of the next one. You can read about many different tips, but this is the one that I find that works the best. That you always make 2 double crochets into the last stitch on the row and crochet them together, like this. So first you make 1, but you don't finish it. You stop when you have 2 loops on the hook, and then you make another double crochet into that same last stitch. After you have the 3 loops on your hook, you take a yarn over and pull through all of them. By the way, about the hook, check in the video notes. It's a great hook, I like using it. So now I am at the end of it. Very often at the start of the new row, you are told to make 3 chain stitches, chain 3, and turn. So I'm showing how I'm not doing it, just in case somebody jumps into the video right now. And then you wouldn't put the next stitch into that same one, because if you do and then crochet into both on the next row, you actually end up increasing. So you often see instructions that you don't do anything with this one, but you make it into the next stitch, which obviously leaves a hole. So this here is what it looks like if you are using this technique. So that's not what I'm doing. I'm going back to the end of the previous row. It's something similar to what I just did there. I just chain 2, turn, and make a double crochet into that very first stitch. That sort of is the same one where we already have the chain stitches. Start making a double crochet, and now that you have 2 loops on your hook, you take a yarn over and you crochet those 2 together. So this is the thing that gives you an even edge. Now this here has been using the same idea at the start of the row, and this is something people commonly do. If I stretch it out, there's a chain 3 here and then a double crochet in the same stitch. Or further down here, actually I was doing what I just did there, that I only have chain 2. That doesn't create quite as big a dent as using 3, but even so it doesn't look nice. So what I just showed there, that you actually put 2 stitches at the end as well on this side, that's what makes the even edge. I crochet to the end of that row and I'll do it again. So the one before last, nothing unusual. And here at the end you need to be very careful that you don't by accident increase. So when there's a stitch that has a chain and a double crochet together, it's only 1 stitch. And it's into that 1 stitch that I'm now again making 2 double crochets together. Here. And then I chain 2. You can also chain 3 if you find that you crochet chain very tight and therefore it pulls the double crochet down. For me 2 is enough. Then turn and double crochet into the very first stitch. And these 2 together. And again, next row it will be important to remember to treat this as one stitch so you don't increase. And then you continue whatever pattern you have. So this works equally well if there's whatever lace or something in the middle of the row, but if the beginning of the row needs to have just double crochets. So that's it, and happy crocheting everyone.